JKB back with another episode. Today I'm going to review Rogue One. Spoiler warning, I'm going to talk about everything, including Darth Vader at the end of the film. I've got my K2SO. Oh, this thing. I just want to kiss his... Oh, it's wet now. I just wanted to kiss his little head. You know, rest in peace, K2SO. You were... I mean, this is... Star Wars is about friendship, overcoming the odds, obviously overcoming the Empire, I mean, let's be honest here. Star Wars is something that means so much to so many people. So when you're going to make a film that's based on one line of text out of the original crawl of A New Hope, you have to do something spectacular. You can't just bring the old and do it again. And, well, Force Awakens kind of did that. Let's be honest. You can do that, but you can't do it back to back. You can't do it again with this film. You can't just remake A New Hope. However, they kind of in a way, all Star Wars films are about characters that are going to overcome their odds, but also overcome their own obstacles in life, or get revenge, or deal with the past. It's always about the past. It's about family. Star Wars is about family, friendship, and adventure. This film is about family and war. So if you're looking for a Star Wars film with the Jedi mythology in it, you're going to get a taste of that. However, you're not going to get the full, absolute Jedi myth in this film. However, it's going to fill in some gaps in the Star Wars universe that you've never seen before. Yes, in Return of the Jedi, there are deleted scenes of Luke building his lightsaber using a Kyber crystal, but to this point, it's only been sort of, you know, put into the cartoons. It's never been in any of the films. So seeing this on screen, seeing the crystals on screen for the first time and saying those are what make a lightsaber, or seeing a Jedi temple be completely demolished and overrun by the Empire, who are collecting these crystals to power the Death Star. In terms of Star Wars lore, these are fucking ridiculous moments, and it opens up the universe for the future of Star Wars in ways that I never imagined we would see on screen. So to see those in the film, it's worth it alone. But some of the people out there are saying the characters are flat. It's just a simple war story. It's kind of relying on the past too much. I don't know. I just wish those people saw it the way I saw it, because I saw a film. Let's just pretend it's a film. It has nothing to do with Star Wars. It is so good. It's so well made. The acting is spot on. All of the characters are believable in their own rights. K2SO is one of the best droids I've ever seen in a Star Wars film. I mean, obviously C-3PO is better than him, let's be honest. But he is up there with C-3. Like, I would have loved to see C-3PO and him have a conversation. I'm looking down at K2SO. That's who I'm talking about. These two droids are such a big part of the Star Wars universe, and K2SO has some lines in this that are just unbelievably funny, and they just work. It's not because it's a Star Wars film and it's funny because it's Star Wars. It's because it's an actual joke that works, and I like the fact that you could take away Star Wars, and this still works as a film. It's interesting. I'll admit, I saw the film twice, and the first time around, I kind of left the theater thinking, like, the CGI cameos were just too much, man. We don't need to see Princess Leia. I get, yeah, sure, amazing CGI. We can see that, and, like, Tarkin and all those things. You know, I don't want to get into too much detail here because maybe you're watching this, you haven't seen it, but Darth Vader at the end of this film, he does something that I've always wanted to see in a Star Wars film. We've got to see him in the past fighting, but this is just relentless, like, horror. It's real horror, what he does. And, like, the Hammerhead Corvette ship that crashes into the crashes into the Star Destroyer. I mean, there's so much going on here, but I get confused at times. But when I see a Star Destroyer crash into another Star Destroyer, we've seen that in the past. But we see things in this film that are just fucking nuts. Two Star Destroyers crashing into each other. Crashing into a... oh my god, it hurts my head. Crashing into a shield generator that's hovering around the planet. Oh my god. Like, really? Or coming out of hyperspace and crashing into other ships. Like when the rebel fleet are like, let's get the hell out of here. We've got the plans. Let's get out of here. Darth Vader's Star Destroyer, boom, comes in. And just as his comes in, the other ones crash into it that are going into hyperspace. I've always wondered that about Star Wars. And seeing all the ships come out of hyperspace in a Star Wars film, it's shit that I fucking dream about as a kid. That's what I thought would happen with ships in space. How else would they come out of like it's such a visual dessert. It's just unbelievable seeing this. I'll say this, okay. Is it better than Empire Strikes Back? Absolutely not. No way in hell are we going to beat the Jedi Mythology storyline. Skywalker is so important to this. I can see where this is going. I really can see. I'm going to say this right now. Rey better start a Jedi Academy. And we see Jedi all over the place again. And Luke is sort of in the background like Yoda. You know, in episode, let's pretend they go to episode 10. She starts God, man. It's really got to go that way. That's how they're going to prolong this even more. And I'm all in if they go with a Jedi temple. And she rebuilds it with the help of Luke, and they overcome the First Order again. But there's a dark Sith somewhere. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But I can see where it's going to go. I love the fact this is a side story that didn't need to be told. Let's be honest here. However, as like a Star Wars fan, what more do you want? This is so well done. Script is solid. You could say the characters are boring, but I watched it twice. Absolutely loved every character in this. The acting is spectacular. It really is really, 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 really good compared to other blockbusters. Like, I saw the Fast and Furious 8 or whatever the hell it was trailer before this. That is so bad, but I get it. That's what Hollywood wants to put out. Movies don't have to be good. Sometimes they have to be unbelievable to be good. And Star Wars is absolutely unbelievable. You're never going to see these things in our lifetime happen in front of us. Fast and the Furious 8, we'll never see people driving across giant glaciers while giant submarines crash through. It's eye candy. It's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be a film. It's supposed to be unbelievable. It's supposed to bring joy to your heart when you see these things that you'll never see in real life. And seeing Star Wars stories outside of the main canon is spectacular. Now, I'll just say what I didn't like about the film, and I'll close this off. The cameos are absolutely overdone. Darth Vader was enough. We didn't need anything else than that. The CGI characters that show up, we did not really need to see them in the film the way we saw them. Tarkin, sure, I understand that we can see him in the film. I gotta be honest, it takes me right out of the film when they appear because I go, whoa, he's dead. Second time around, I kind of forget about that, and then I'm like, okay, this is fine. Princess Leia at the end of the film, I get it. We're gonna see her on her own, ship, Corvette, fly out of there, and then go right into the New Hope, which is, it touches A New Hope. That's what's spectacular about this. Now, last thing I want to kind of say, it didn't have the Star Wars sting at the beginning. You know, the Lucasfilm and then Star Wars and then the title crawl. I have to admit, I think that was a mistake. I really do. I think it should have at least said Star Wars Rogue One, Star Wars Story, or whatever you need to say. It's been a tradition for how many years now that's how a Star Wars film starts. This is breaking it off. To me personally, it really did take me. I was like, this is Star Wars, I get it, but that needed to be there for me. So overall, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the best Star Wars films ever made. It's not better than Empire. It's not better than A New Hope, but I think it comes on par with The Force Awakens. So thank you so much for watching. Gonna get out of here. Gonna get back to work on some video game reviews. I'll see you in the next episode of JKB.